virtual experience here. How did you manage storage between, you said more than 30 servers, right?
Yeah, on the virtual side, yeah, we've got 36 today, virtual servers. So you have the concept of, in the traditional world, when you have, servers, each one's going to have their local hard drives that you're going to store things on. While you can do that in a virtual environment, it's not optimal, and it doesn't allow you to take advantage of a lot of the neat technologies, such as the vMotion, where moving virtual machines across physical servers, etc. So we have the concept of what we call shared storage, or a SAN, storage area network. So storage is carved up on this, basically, just think of it as a custom-built server that does nothing but have a ton of hard drives in it in storage. So you can carve up the storage that's allocated to each virtual machine, and they all live in this one centralized, high available environment. So it's more reliable than just standalone hard drives in servers. You'd have to have RAID configurations and those types of things to have the types of redundancy that you have in this type of SAN. But one of the really great things about just the virtual infrastructure, the way that it works, all of these hard drives and everything that are presented to the individual virtual machines are stored in a handful, 5 or 6 actual data files. Data files just like you have on a normal PC. That makes backing up these virtual machines incredibly simple. And more important than backing up is the availability to quickly restore that virtual machine to the way that it was at a particular moment in time. So you get a lot of, additional, just, I think as Matt said, higher availability, higher reliability in this possible in virtual environment that you might get in physical.
Yeah, I'll add on to that and say, one key property of virtualization we don't really talk about yet too much is hardware independence, and that means we can have a server from Dell, HP, IBM, a white box server, all sitting there side by side. If they're all running the same, what we call a hypervisor, which is the virtualization operating system, if they're all running that same platform, such as VMware, for example, or Hyper-V from Microsoft, you can move virtual machines from one box to the other. So what I find a lot of customers do is, maybe they have 2 sites, they might refresh the servers in their primary site, but they don't trash their old servers, they move them to a DR location or a secondary site, and they can reuse them. So they can reuse them for hosting maybe dev test or training environments, or to recover in the event of disaster. So the ability to really leverage any type of server out there is pretty powerful, especially when you're negotiating your contracts with server vendors, because virtualization really kind of does some commoditization, if you will. I don't know if that's a word, but it really does make servers much more of a commodity, where as long as they have CPU and RAM and they can run a virtualization layer, it kind of blurs the lines around what's really required.
Let me just add to that again, as a service provider, our key thing is service level agreements. We have commitments to our clients about availability and uptime. So just to give you an example of what we're talking about here, we did a complete refresh of the VMware cluster in one of our data centers. All the servers